Why is the former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, giving the president of the Republic of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto, together with some of the Mount Kenyan politicians, sleepless night? Welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino, and as usual, I'm going to be your host for today. The former president, that is Uhuru Kenyatta, has been giving some of the politicians from Mount Kenya region, that is GACHAGUA, Moses Kuria, Kimani Ichung'wah, and also the president himself, sleepless night every time.
So we agreed two main things that involve the former president. One is that we in Mount Kenya region have agreed to come under an umbrella, kind of an umbrella. Mm-hmm. All the political parties will be under an umbrella. We are not going to dismantle any political party. Every political party will have its own activities, but will be under an umbrella. And above that umbrella will be former President Uhuru Kenyatta. Okay. The other thing that we agreed is that there is the issue, there's been a lot of debate about Muthegi. And Muthegi is as symbolic as to who is it that we can refer to, we can rely upon guidance, we can call upon to bring the community together in terms of need. And again, we all agreed that it is best with the former president, now that he is not in active politics, and he is a unifying force, and he's also a person who can help us build bridges with other communities, and even with other countries. What we are looking for is a center that can bring us together. Then he will leave us to sort out the issue of our political competition among ourselves. But he should be able to call us together when he thinks that we are going astray, like it is now the case. We are splintered in all over, and to the joy of some people. But we want to be together as a community. We want the unity in the community because together we will achieve more. Mm-hmm. When we are splintered the way we are, we achieve very little. Okay. And we also lose out in many ways. Okay. So he is the one who is a unifying force, not just within the Mount Kenya region, but he's actually, truth be told, he is a unifier even across the country. Okay. We will now go as a group of those people who organized the Rimuru 3, and we'll go to him and present our resolutions to him. Rigathi was very desirous, if I can use that word, kind of word, to come to Rimuru 3. Just like Moses Kuria and all these other people, even in UDA, they all wanted to come to Rimuru 3 for the reason that Rimuru 3 was a very rare opportunity that we created for the people from the mountain to speak out. An opportunity that has not been afforded to them since we voted. And you can actually see that we actually now on one note. We all are speaking from the same, we are reading from the same page. And being a politician, he could tell. Because, you see, we went through a very bad phase of lying before and after. And they always knew that when people will eventually be given an opportunity to speak out, they themselves will speak out. Remember, this was, unlike the other Rimurus, this was a Rimuru 3 organized by Lily. We were there, yes, giving guidance, myself, mother, and others, but it was really a people movement. The people who came there came of their own account. Walikuwa jana nimepigiwa na wengine kutoka Nyandarua. We know we closed our businesses. We sat there listening, and we now know there is hope for this community. So one vote, one sharing is a principle that helps the whole country because it is not a community principle. If he sees that it's a principle that he can push and people wants to fire him for that, I do not understand where they are coming from. But I think he's also trying to create some space for himself, which is normal in politics. Kama umefinywa sana, si lazima ufanye ucheze dance kidogo. I think you can actually see there is a clear policy being introduced in our region of divide and rule. And we also saw it done. That time, maybe in the 60s, it was done by by Kenyatta himself. But it is something that you'll always see happening. What is happening now? Within the mountain, William is keen on creating other centers. He speaks on Didi Nyoro, he speaks on Kijori, he speaks on Ichungwa. I am told he is heading to pick on Susan. He has picked on Waigoro. All these are centers supposed to give to check. One, Rigathi, Maligiji. And two, also to ensure that we, as a legion, are unable to vote as a bloc come 2027. What they must stop, saying, because it is inaccurate, to try and say that he is being pushed out, just like William was pushed out by Uhuru. That is, they cannot continue on the same platform of lies. Let them face issues as they come.
I was listening to Jeremiah Kione, that is the secretary, the SG of Jubilee Party. I was listening to the way he was speaking, and he was saying some of the things. Number one thing that Jeremiah Kione said, it mostly was talking about this issue of Uhuru Kenyatta. And the reasons why Uhuru Kenyatta is still taking part in politics, in Mount Kenyan politics, even though he is not an active politician, but it is very much important to them as the people of the mountain or the people of Central for him to be part of them. One, he said that the former president has got a say because there is no one who can bring unity in the people for the people of the mountain except him. And we normally hear Rigathi Gachagua talking about the unity of the people of the mountain, and he was saying that his aim or his goal is to make sure that the politicians and all the people of the mountain work together and are in one unity or are united. But Jeremiah Kione is saying that there is no one who can unite the people of the mountain if not Uhuru Kenyatta. And they say that they're trying as much as they can to bring Uhuru Kenyatta in their to bring Uhuru Kenyatta in the equation of their politics, so that however much they have got different political parties, whenever they are wrong or whenever they do something wrong, Uhuru Kenyatta can call them and tell them where they're messing up. And then maybe after that, after maybe being corrected, is when now they can go and compete in their political differences. But the main thing is that the main thing is that he went ahead and said that some of the main discussions that they had in during Limuru 3 was that despite having very many political parties, or despite having different political parties in Mount Kenya, because we know very well that there are people who are supporting ODM, there's some people who are Wiper, Jubilee parties there, a lot of parties, UDA parties there, a lot of parties are in Mount Kenya. So he's saying that their main aim is, despite having all the political parties, they need to be under one umbrella, and that umbrella will be held by Uhuru Kenyatta. So are you seeing all these things? This thing is still all about Uhuru Kenyatta is still involving himself in politics, if not directly, but still indirectly, is involving himself in the politics. Because if these people decides now that are now making this decision that they will be under one umbrella, it means that Uhuru Kenyatta will still be controlling them politically. And that is why, in as much as Rigathi Gachagua is making noise, in as much as Rigathi Gachagua is saying that he wants to be the kingpin, like he's now the political leader, he must know that, he must understand that there is someone that these people are seeing that is capable of putting them together or bringing that unity that they need as a community more than he can. Something I told you that there is something that William Ruto is targeting in with the people of the mountain, or with the politicians that comes from the mountain. There is a bridge that William Ruto is working so hard to cut, so that there will be that unity within the politicians that comes from the mountain. Why? Because if he starts with the Rigathi Gachagua, and by starting with Rigathi Gachagua, I mean that he recruits, he had made sure that William Ruto made sure that he recruited people that can fight against Rigathi Gachagua. These people are, number one, we have got Ndindi Nyoro. Number two, we have got Kimani Ichung'wah. Number 3, we have got is also targeting to recruit, I think, some this woman called Susan Kihika. And number 4, we have got Anne Waiguru. All these people are being brought to William Ruto is bringing it close to him so that they can be used as a tool to fight Rigathi Gachagua. That is number 1. The second target that William Ruto has is this. William Ruto is targeting that he wants to make sure that the people of the mountain won't vote as a one block or as a community coming 2027. By doing this, he knows very well that if some people vote the other way, some vote for him, some vote for the votes of Mount Kenya, just like Natembea is working so hard so that the votes of Western can be casted under one bucket, under one basket. That is what William Ruto is fighting, and he knows very well that if he will be able to convince the people of Western to vote under one basket, automatically they will vote for him. But these people of Mount Kenya, automatically they will not vote for him, and that is why he's trying as much as he can so that these people will not vote under one person. And there is high possibilities or high chances of the people of the mountain to decide to form their own political party, to have to have one politician who is going to represent them coming 2027 or 2032. That is just my thought. I don't know what you think. I would also like to give each other the comment section so that you can also tell me what you think. But I just want to thank those who are giving us your support. Thank you very much for your support. Your support is very much important to us. Subscribing, liking, commenting, it is very much important. As I normally say, that feedback is normally the key thing in any form of communication. I will not fail to thank you very much for giving us your support, your consistency in supporting us, your consistency in watching this video, and please, you can also share it as much as you can. Thank you very much. May God bless you. Asante sana. And I've been your host. Until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye bye.